How to attract a message from someone, that is what I'm sharing with you in this video. I apply what I'm going to share with you in this video in all areas of my life. I apply this in regular relationships. I apply this in business without having to necessarily follow up with clients or potential clients, and I'm so excited to share with you. Stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see you again here. If you are new, I am also so excited that you have found us. My name is Dihessa Bodjona, and on this channel I share everything energy work, energy healing in combination with the law of attraction principles for manifesting in your life or in your business if you have one. I'm also the founder of Dihessa.com, the founder of Bees a Love Story, and also the Lumineuse brand. The reason why I got inspired to create this video to begin with is because this happened again just a couple of days ago. And I was like, oh yeah, I feel like I want to share this on my YouTube channel because maybe it can be useful to you, right? I do this all the time. It happens all the time. So in this particular situation I'm sharing with you, it was a lady that I had spoken with about something, like some consulting that I was going to do with her. I had given her all the pricing for the work, and she had said yes. She was already okay with everything, so we had already discussed it, right? And then it was taking her a while to actually get back to me. And I usually, like, if you know anything about me in my business, I really don't like pressuring clients or potential clients, and I like to really give them the room and the space to make the decision for themselves when they are ready. But with that said, this is what I did literally my intention by doing what I'm about to share with you was, I'm just going to remind her that this is happening, right? So the principle behind this, right, and I have come to experience it, this happens all the time. This happens all the time. I'll think about somebody, and sometimes it's not just them sending me a message, they'll just literally call me, or they will message me, or they'll, like, something will happen, right? They'll remember something about us and stuff like that. Or sometimes I'll see them later and they'll be like, oh yeah, I was just thinking about you yesterday when I was thinking about them yesterday, right? So literally our brains are not disconnected. Like, I used to not know this, right? Like, we believe that our brains are kind of disconnected with each other, but I have come to see and experience that they are not, right? So the way that I do this is on two levels. I make sure that before I even start, sending messages to the person, that I go, like, my frequency is from the frequency of love. I'm sure there are many different ways to do this, but I'm sharing with you the way that I do it, right? So when I do it, if, for example, like, I want to connect with somebody, a friend, or I want to connect with a loved one, or I want to connect with like a potential client or clients about a subject that we discussed about, right? I raise my frequency to the frequency of, like, opening up, like open heart in my heart, right? Like, literally, like, sometimes if I'm not feeling it at the moment, sometimes simple things like doing like a chest breathing, like breathing through your chest, or focusing the mind on my breathing will get me there, right? Whatever method you have to get there, you can get there. If it's a huge deal and it's a big deal, sometimes I'll go even through maybe like doing a whole like energy trainings, but I don't necessarily do that if it's just for communicating, right? And so I go from the frequency of open heart, I go from the frequency of love, so that it's not something, it doesn't feel like some sort of manipulation thing. It's from the frequency of my inner self meeting their inner self. I hope that makes sense. My true self, my inner light is about to meet their inner light. And for that to happen, I have to raise my frequency to the frequency of inner light, which often is a frequency, pretty much the frequency of love, right? I hope this makes sense. So I raise my frequency to the frequency of love, sometimes simply by doing in my mind, thinking about the person. I can think about them with love. You can think about the person you are about to send that like kind of telepathic message to with love. Think of them with love. The reason why I feel this is important is that whatever it is that I am about to do mentally or even like physically, whatever, I always want it to be good for me, good for them, right? Good for them, good for me, right? So it has to be from the frequency of I'm thinking about the best, your best interest. And also I'm thinking about what we can do together in this relationship. So number one, raise the frequency to the frequency of love. There are many exercises on this channel that can actually get you there. If you feel like you need something to get you there, even if it's somebody who you're fighting with whom your relationship is like, this actually works powerfully. A lot of the times in the past, I used to do this with my husband a lot. Whenever like we'll have some sort of argument, I'll literally get into that frequency of love and then literally send him a message. It gets there. Right? Whether they are conscious or not, their inner self, their inner light, their true self really receives this message, right? And in that kind of realm, there is no misunderstanding, there's no like wording and stuff like that. It's like a soul to soul connection. It's energy to energy connection, and oftentimes it really can dissolve a lot of frictions that there may be in a relationship, right? Just by communicating, getting to the frequency of love. And then the next step is communicating any message that you have for the person, right? Always having their best interests at heart, your best interests at heart, both relationships' interests at heart, right? And oftentimes when I do that, literally like if I'm communicating with somebody, a friend or whatever, I literally just tell them what's on my heart. I love you. If I want to say, please forgive me, I say, please forgive me. If it's like a potential client, I just remind them in my mind, like send them that message of, remember you wanted to do this. Is that still something that you want? This is something that you can create. Remember you want to create this, right? Let's do this. Literally what they want to create. If you do this, sometimes I even send like strategies, ideas, to potential clients, and I imagine them really creating what it is that they were asking. They are saying they want to create. If I've had a conversation with them before, I hope that makes sense. It actually works so powerfully, but one thing that I know is that you have to do it from a higher frequency, frequency of inner self to inner self, right? I feel like, have I done it when I was like in kind of angry and stuff like that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether that works or not, but I know 100% of the time, whenever I've done it from the higher frequency, frequency of love or acceptance and all that, and their best interests at heart, oneness with them, not just let me manipulate you into doing something that will please me, right? And also the other thing that is very important is letting go of any attachment to wanting them to send that message to you or reply to us, anything like that, because you need that message, or because that message is going to make you feel a certain way or stuff like that. Letting go of any attachment. And actually the fact of the matter is, when you raise your frequency to that frequency of love, that like need, that kind of attachment dissolves automatically, right? This is why for me it is very important for me to first raise my frequency, then send them the message in my mind that I want to send them. It works, and it is so powerful, right? Our minds are so powerful. Your mind is so powerful, my mind is so powerful, and even with our mind alone, there's a lot that we can create. And so that's why I wanted to share this video with you. If you are not subscribed yet, make sure that you do subscribe so that you see any videos that I post on this channel in regards to energy and the law of attraction and manifestation, and how that can actually help you really increase your ability of manifestation in your life or in your business if you have one. On that note, I say goodbye, and please share this video and give me a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.